some reason doesn't like to work very well down here. Anyways, we're doing
Alright.
Facebook Live and Instagram Live right now, so forgive us if we're looking at one camera and then the other. Um, but this evening, this is the first time we've actually remembered to do it this way, which is awesome. We wrote it down on our board, that's why,
Yep.
right? It takes, sometimes you just gotta write things down. I can't remember everything. Neither can Trisha.
That's true. I can't.
So,
So today we are going to talk to you guys about building successful relationships on social media. So as you know, whenever you have an online business, developing good relationships is very important when building that trust and loyalty within your fan base. And so to do that, we have picked up 5 steps that we have found useful to building that following, building people who grow to like and trust and become loyal to us and are excited to listen and learn from us. So, number 1, don't act like a know-it-all.
yeah, hard for guys, right? With egos. But,
Yeah.
put it aside.
Yeah. So you have to be open-minded when you talk to people. Don't expect that it's like your way or the highway, because that won't get people to think that you're there to actually help them. That you're just trying to prove something to them, and that's not the goal. It's more to get to know them. It's us wanting to get to know them. Now, with doing lives and stuff like that, that's a great way for you guys to get us to know us better. But so we have to reach out and try to get to know you guys as well. So don't act like a know-it-all. Be open-minded and
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have an opinion, and that's just exactly what it is. It's an opinion. Everybody has one, right? So understand that you're not the end-all, be-all of information. That is the World Wide Web that we have out here that we're all marketing on, and everybody has something to say. Everybody has information and input to contribute to any conversation that you're having, regardless of the topic. And don't just stop at one person and think that they know everything, because they don't. We learn new things every single day from all the people that we interact with and learn from and grow with and ask questions. And we got a lot of other team members in our network right now that they do lives all day. We watch them, and sometimes they watch us, and we do webinars and we have the discussions and we learn from everybody. So not one single person knows everything, obviously.
right.
So just keep that in mind. Don't act like you are the one person with all the answers for everybody, because you're not. Anyways, step 2.
Step 2, ask questions and for feedback. So, great way to engage with your following is to make sure you're asking questions, getting to know them, asking, when you make a post or something, ask a question that they can answer and give you their opinion or sharing their interests with you. And then ask for feedback. We do it all the time whenever we make our videos. We want to hear what you guys have to say, what you think about our posts and the content we're sharing. If there's anything that you found value from that we say, or something that you want to know more about, so asking for feedback in that way.
So who's on here now? Who's watching us? Questions, Q&A. If you ever have any questions, just post them, because we'll get the comments in real time and we will answer them best that we can. We don't know everything though, so
but we'll find the answers. If we don't know somebody, that's something great about this, is that if we don't know the answers, we have plenty of people who we can talk to, because we go out and we look for people who can help us, and because we don't know it all. So finding those people and engaging with them and learning from them and growing with them is definitely an important part of this process. So step 3, reach out to others and participate in conversations. So doing these Facebook Lives and Instagram Lives is great because it's a free way to market your brand and to share content with people. But you also have to be willing to reach out and engage with people, whether through other groups that you find or whatnot, and participate in conversations with them. Start conversations with them, get to know them, share what you're doing with them, and hopefully that they'll come and want to learn more about you.
Right, it's networking. Network the people around you, figure out what your target audience is, and start networking it. You don't want to go network with your direct competition, but you want to network with somebody that's complementary to any of the products and offers that you have. So keep that in mind. Those are the kind of people that you want to participate in conversations with. You don't want to just, you don't want to be, your target market, say, for instance, might be like the healthcare market or something like that. You don't want to go over to the automotive group fan page and start talking to those people about your product, because it's not going to be, they're not going to really coincide with each other. You're going to be kind of, talking to a wall, basically. So keep that in mind when you want to start to engage with people in the Facebook groups. Look for specific groups that complement your offer or your product, right? So just make sure that you're staying within your target. And your target market is very important. That needs to be one of your first steps when you start to do an online business, is you need to establish who it is that you're going to target. What does your product serve? What kind of problems does it solve? And who are those people that might have those problems? And then go out and find them and start building your audience that way. And that's currently what we're doing day in and day out. We're going in these new groups, trying to find as many groups as we can, start engaging with people, make some posts for ourselves here and there to try to get some people to come in too. And, that's all it is. It's networking. I mean, it's social networking on the internet. They used to do or they still do, I'm sure, B&I groups and things of that nature, where you get in your chamber of commerce and things like that, where people come together and they network in a group and they whatnot. I think y'all understand the point of internet marketing and social media marketing. So just keep in mind, though, your target market needs to be specified before you go out there and just start shooting shotgun shells at a target, and you're gonna hit maybe part of the target, right? If you're close enough, you'll probably blow a hole completely through it, though. Maybe that's a good way to do it anyways. I don't know. I don't think so. Anyways, let's move on to the next step. Step number
4. So provide meaningful content geared towards your target audience. So whatever you're out there marketing, step back. You're not marketing a product. You're marketing yourself. You're showing that you have something to offer that can help somebody else. So you want to provide content that can help to solve a problem that your audience could potentially have, that you can help them solve. So one thing we're doing with building successful relationships on social media, we're searching for people who want to start an online business. And so this would be content that would be very valuable for them to know, to help them to build their own following and build successful relationships with other people on social media, whatever their platform is. And then putting that out there regularly, when you start to do something, do it consistently. And people will see that you're doing consistently, and you have things to talk about and offer and content to share with them of value, that they'll start coming back to you to learn more.
Yeah, I mean, that pretty much basically what I talk about in step 3. shoot at your target market intentionally with specific solutions to specific problems. And yes, you got to brand yourself, but you got to brand yourself around your product or offer, in a sense that, again, you don't want to just be talking to anybody out there. Everybody's a potential customer. Don't get me wrong, but if you're not targeted, you might end up spending way more time with somebody that has no idea what the hell you're even talking about, but just likes to talk about themselves. If you've been in sales before, you got to watch out for the time suckers, because they will come and they will just talk your ear off, or they'll send you emails and Facebook messages, and it'll have absolutely nothing to do with anything that you're trying to promote or gain traction with. So just make sure that you're providing that content to the right people. So yeah, let's move on to number 5.
Number 5, have a passion for helping others. This is very important, because people can tell whether you're, just trying to get them to buy from you, or you're actually trying to help them. And you'll find this, I know, since we started our online marketing business, I have suddenly started to have a ton of posts that have links being sent to me. People saying, buy my product, kind of doing the whole, get rich quick kind of thing. And and you'll hear it time and time again, there's no such thing as a get rich quick scheme. And it's so true. People who are just throwing this in your face and trying to, wave a shiny object in your face to get you to sign up, it's unfortunate that it happens so much, and it gives people who are really trying to help people, and people feel like they're getting scammed through these products because they're being offered something that isn't realistic, and when it doesn't actually happen, they feel like they're being scammed. And because they bought into something that the person wasn't trying to help them. They were just trying to make the sale for themselves. So you have to show that you have a passion for helping others, through Facebook posts that have content with them, or Instagram posts that have valuable content in it, reaching out to people to help solve a problem that you think that they might have. Sharing your opportunity in a way that is inviting, forming a sense of trust with your following, is very important. So
yeah, exactly. You want to make sure that people know that you're not out there to just pitch. You can't just pitch all the time, right? Perfect example for wanting to show compassion towards others, in the sincerity of coming across to somebody who's sincere in the fact that we want to succeed. Obviously we want to succeed, or we wouldn't be doing this right now, but we also want to help other people succeed as well, and that'll come through in the content that you promote. It'll come through in the posts that you make, and it'll come through in the way that you talk to people on a daily basis, and when they ask you, what do you do for a living, you know what I mean, it'll come through when you tell people what it is that you do. So if you're not sure exactly what to say, or how to promote yourself in a way, then people aren't going to listen to you anyways. A good example of helping others, we did today, and I made a post of it on Facebook this morning, or this afternoon after we did it. Well, we went around to local businesses today, and we handed out some flyers that are promoting one of the products that we do offer, and we went to a targeted location, targeted businesses. And if you're watching and you know who we are, then you know where we live. We're in Wheeling, West Virginia, and it's not a very big city or anything like that. And it's not a very, very booming place either. So business owners around here have it rough. And in the traditional sense of a business owner, in the industrial age, type of business, your brick and mortars, your hard tangible products, your stores, your storefronts and stuff like that. Yeah, it's hard to be a small business owner in a small town where the economy is not very strong, and I know that because that's what we do. We have another business, a food truck business. It's closed down for the season, but we know what it's like to be in a small town and to try to sell a product to a small amount of people, and you got a lot of competition too when you do stuff like that in a small area. And unfortunately, the large part of people in society they for whatever reason they gravitate to the big box stores and the chain restaurants and stuff like that. So as a small business owner, the pains of actually trying to gain your target audience and keep them is a lot more difficult because the competition is so stiff. It's hard to compete on that level. And therefore, what we did today was, yes, we took out something that is, would be to their customer base, that it might be appealing to them. And therefore, we handed out a flyer. But that wasn't the purpose. Now, if we get some sales off of that, great. It's definitely twofold. But at the same time, I talked to these people that own these businesses. I didn't just go in. A couple places you have to go in, depending on the place. The business owner wasn't there. But there was a few conversations I had with people that I know. And I just said to them, I said, look, man, I know what your situation is like. I know firsthand what it's like to be in this town and to try to be somebody that's a business owner or self-employed, creating work for themselves, but to also be trying to reach as many people in the local community as possible. And it's not easy. And a lot of people struggle. And I can see that struggle, and I can relate to that struggle. And so my goal, my main objective was to go in there and to just plant little seeds into their brains with, hey, listen, there's other opportunities outside of Wheeling. We have to broaden our horizons, and this hit us several months ago, 4, 5, 6 months ago. I'm not even sure when. And we started looking and talking to people, and a local guy that I met through selling sandwiches through my business introduced us to this world. He planted that seed in our brains. And that's what led us to be doing what we're doing now, and that's my goal now, is to go out there and just plant those seeds. I'm not asking for the sale. I'm not asking for this. I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking for anything when I go and talk to these people. I just want them to let them know that there's opportunity outside of your little shop. Your storefront, your garage, your restaurant. It doesn't matter. There's more opportunity out there than just this. And when you generate your own income as an entrepreneur, when you are self-employed, when you create your own job, you need to have multiple sources of income, unless you're doing really, really well in your full-time self-created job, right? But at the same time, you still need to have those alternative sources of income, because guess what? You don't have a pension in your job, right? I guess you might have a Roth IRA or something of that nature, but you have multiple sources of income, not just retirement savings. And you need to build something that's going to grow overnight. You're not going to get rich overnight doing this, but it's just not. And you have to be able to look at it as a business. It costs money up front. All businesses do. It's going to come with some kind of investment, right? But if you're an entrepreneur, you know that and you understand that, and then you just weigh the risk to reward and decide whether or not it's the kind of risk you're willing to take, or you decide at which level you're willing to take the risk. And then you go from there. You build it every single day. You just get in there and you do it. You grind out. You learn. You fail. You get up and you keep going. And that's what it takes in any business, regardless of whether it's internet or brick and mortar. The benefit to an internet business is, one, it doesn't take nearly as much time. Two, you don't have over essentially. You have your initial investments in other products and enhancements and things that you need to purchase in order to run a more efficient online business, but you don't have rent to pay. You have your mortgage or your rent for the place that you live, right? And your internet costs, and all the things that you're going to have no matter what, that's pretty much your overhead. You don't have employees until your business starts to grow to the point where you actually have to hire people to keep up with everything for you. But for starting out, it's extremely inexpensive and easy to do. And like I said, you can come in at whatever level that you're comfortable coming in with. You know, not everybody can come in and just drop a couple $100,000 into a business opportunity online and start making money right away. And some people need to come in at $40. Some people need to come in, you know, at $100 or $1,000 or $3,000, whatever they can afford. Whatever, again, risk versus reward, and it all comes down to whether or not you're willing to take that risk and back up your actions, or back up your objective with your actions, because nobody's going to do it for you. If you really want to succeed in any business, you got to get out there and you got to hustle. You got to build your fan base. You got to build your clients. You got to provide traffic. You got to generate traffic to whatever it is that you're selling. And the best way to do that is through building relationships with the community, with your network of peers, your target audience. Okay, and that's the other thing with the internet. You're not confined to little old Wheeling, right? You have billions of people online every day. Now, granted, you're not going to market to all billion of those people, because you'd just be wasting time and money if that's your strategy. But you narrow it down, and I guarantee you, your target market is going to be a hell of a lot larger and more responsive than little old Wheeling. So, you know, I just want people to know, who are from Wheeling, that may actually see this video in the future, that we are here to help. We will guide you. You're not the only person. We're not the only people either that have thought of this idea in Wheeling. There's tons of other people out there too that are, I'm sure, doing this. And we're all, I know two people, Trisha and I, plus one other guy, Matt Blust. He's our sponsor. He's the guy that planted them seeds a few months ago. And we're all on the same team. We're all here to help each other grow and learn and prosper, because that's what it's all about. If I'm not winning, you're not winning. You know, I mean, if I can't show you a way for you to duplicate what it is that we do in order to generate income, then I'm not going to make any income either, right? If my sandwiches taste like crap, you're not going to buy them and eat them. You might buy them one time, but you're never going to come back and buy them again, right? So there's integrity there. You have to make sure that you're serving something, producing something that's of a higher quality, and something that will make people come back. So, yes, it's all about the people. It's all about the people.
It's all about the
people.
people.
It is. We deal with people. People buy from people. People don't just buy products, right?
Not.
I mean, I guess unless you go to Bed Bath & Beyond or Walmart or Target or Lowe's, or right? You're there to buy products. You're not buying from anybody specifically. Half the time you don't want to talk to anybody that's trying to sell you anything in the store, because most of them don't know what the hell they're talking about anyways. No offense to anybody that works at Lowe's or Bed Bath & Beyond or
all right.
Okay.
Well,
I'm sure you're really good at your job.
Recap the 5 steps really quickly. Don't act like a know-it-all. Ask questions and for feedback. Reach out to others and participate in conversations. Provide meaningful content geared toward your target audience. And have a passion for helping others. If you implement these 5 steps, then you should have no problem in growing your following and building that trusting and loyal fan base that every good entrepreneur desires. So, with that, we want to thank you guys for watching, and if you found value in this video, please like, comment, share, and let us know what you think. And any last thing?
No, like, share, and comment. If you want more information, we will get it to you at an expedited rate. Otherwise, we will catch you on the flip side. Watch out for our posts daily. We're going to start trying to become a little bit more structured with our posting. Again, this is a learning process for us as well. You know, we're not experts. We haven't been doing this for years upon years. We're learning too. But if you've never done this before, guess what? We know more than you. Doesn't mean you can't learn more than us at a faster rate, but we're here to help you and grow. And if you can do it better than we can, we want you to. Remember that.
Absolutely.
So,
All right.
if nobody has any questions, comments, concerns that they would like to address at the current time, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up.
All right.
We have the Black Diamond call for Digital Altitude starting in 2 minutes. So if you're a Digital Altitude member, remember every Monday night at 9, check your back office, get in there, and jump on that Black Diamond call because it is well worth your time. Mr. John Lavinia is the man, and he hosts it each week. I don't know if he'll have a guest this week or not. Last week didn't. So, anyways, that's what we're about to do. So, stay plugged in, stay moving forward, stay positive, and keep on keeping on.
All right, guys. Have a good evening.
Adios.